Medium Laura. If you're looking at me on the video, live video feed, you're probably laughing your butt off because my hair is frizzy. This is its natural way. I didn't have time to style it like I usually do. So here I am, natural and free and not caring really. Uh, anyway, happy to be here with all of you. Today we will be doing the mix, which is what I usually do on Wednesdays and Mondays. The same thing. It's a mix of channeling, mediumship, and messages. We start out with mediumship readings, meaning other side connections, and then we go on to life questions. And today I only have one person in the queue who's waiting for another side connection. So Susie, if you're listening, if you would screen 916, see what that person's all about. Area code 916. I didn't have a chance to get there. Maybe that's another other side connection. If not, we'll just go to life readings, which is fine. Love to work with all of you. And in case you're wondering, I am not a fortune teller. I don't feel that's empowering for people. Not, if that's what you need and that's what you want. And I've been there. Believe me, I've needed that too. It's just not what I do. What I do is help you understand the aspects behind a situation so that you can create your future. And actually, tell you the truth, there is no set future. I know you're going to think that's weird, but there really isn't a set future. There are probabilities. And when a reader, psychic reader, reads for you, basically what they're doing is taking the temperature of the moment, if you will, to make a prediction. So it's a probability, like 90%, 51%, whatever the heck it is. But plus, if you're working with a very good psychic, they will tell you what you need to do in addition to just being responsive to what comes your way. I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense. We're not puppets, right? We wouldn't be on Earth if we had no chance to make a decision. So I find in matters of the heart, relationship issues, legal issues. Those things really move around a lot, and business issues. Just to, I don't know why I'm talking about that. It wasn't on my agenda to speak about that, but I guess it needed to be said. So the schedule again is Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and today Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you'd like to be in the queue to receive a reading, if you're listening to this, you need to call in to area code 347-945-5849 on the website spiritmediumtv.com. You can see me live and laugh at my hair if you'd like, and laugh at my funny face if you'd like, because down the page at item number 2 on the page, there's a live video feed as well as on various social media. If you'd like to purchase my book, I have several books, but I'm now self-publishing them to Amazon. And you can get Manifesting Miracles, which is about intuition and your soul, how intuition accesses the abundance that's inherent in you by virtue of your soul, because I'm all about the soul. Anyway, there's a link to that book on the page on Spirit Medium TV. You can also be in to win a free session, a 30-minute session. It's a monthly contest. We just had our winner for April, who was Tony. I've already notified him. And Tony, if you're listening, I haven't heard back from you since our last email interaction there. I don't know what happened to you. But anyway, if you want to be in the contest to win a free session, just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you can join our mailing list. Anybody who joins during May is in the contest and competing with those people that join during May. You're not competing with everybody on my list. spiritmediumtv.com, upper right portion of the screen. Opportunity to join mailing list, then you're in the contest. Also, if you'd like a private session with me, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and I'm having a sale right now. Item number 1 will take you to that. And let's do a little preparation to get into the readings. Everybody listening, everybody's waiting, everybody listening or waiting for reading, might as well participate. I want you to know, by the way, I'm going to be connecting us energetically right now, but built into my preparation for the show is a request that at the end of the show we disconnect energetically. So fear not that you'll be running around with other people's energy all over you. You won't be, because that's built into my prayers. And also we raise vibration this way. So I'd like everybody listening to uncross your arms and legs and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to completely let go, completely let go. I'd like each of you to ask in your loved ones from the other side, if that's what you're waiting for, that's what you want me to do for you. Or if you have a question for Spirit about your own life, then focus and ask Spirit to answer your question. And we are only working in highest love, light, and protected space possible. And so it is. And now I'd like everyone waiting to, on your next exhale of breath, to send out into your space your energy. And I will connect this. One moment, please. Okay, good. A lot of green light in this today in the studio. A lot of green light and a lot of yellow light. I see light quite often, particularly if I'm reading one-on-one with you in a private session. But I just saw light for us, and the first light that comes in is green, which is a healing color. Some people waiting in the queue are probably needing some healing, or healing energies are here with us. And the second light I saw was yellow. And yellow is knowledge and wisdom. So that means that our divine beings have joined us, willing to give us direction. So I'm going to go now and do a channeled message. This is for relevant for everyone listening today, or anyone who ever listens to this in the future. I have no control over this. In other words, Spirit is bringing in the message that needs to be said today. Okay, give me a moment and I will connect. We are here. We are the ones. We have been working with all of you for eternity. It is hard to understand the word eternal for the human mind, but suffice it to say that each of you is eternal. There is no beginning, no end. There is only the now, as you've heard perhaps over and over again. We did not come in to talk about that, however. We came in more to talk about you and how to look at things and how to create reality for yourself. For we as the ones are focused in on creation. We're focused in on how you can align with your higher power, yourself, your higher soul, this higher part of you that is infinite, that is abundant, that is joyful. Each of you from time to time experiences trauma and loss. Each of you experiences not knowing, not seeing, not understanding, and feeling that you do not have that which you desire or want. That, oh dear ones, is the opportunity of incarnation into the dimension in which you live. You may think of this as an odd thing to say or think of. However, it is an opportunity for you, when you feel that you do not have what you want, to realize that you are everything. You are everything that you could ever want, that each of you is a divine creator in your own right. There's no separation between you and Source, meaning God. There is no separation between you and having what you want. That, dear ones, is an illusion. And as you understand that, you become more divine, more powerful, and more capable of having what you want. We will provide for you a simple exercise today in how to connect with your power, your higher self, the part of you that is divine and knows that it is divine. That is your soul. Today we will speak about this, for this is something that all of you need to know, or we feel would be helpful to you. The divine self, that it resides within each of you, is infinite and abundant. First, you need to understand that. Secondly, we would suggest that the way to understand or gain access to the inner higher self the part of you that is omnipotent. We would even say supernatural. The part of you that is infinite, that is divine, that can create at will. The way to do that is through your intuition, your feeling nature. And many of you think that the way to conquer or have what you want is through logic. But we would say no. The way is through feelings. For feelings are the language of the soul. So today, we would like each of you to pay attention more and more to how you feel about things. Start activating your intuitive guidance system. Your intuitive guidance system. Because that, dear ones, is your road to prosperity, to having what you want in love, in money, in life, in everything. Listen to your heart. Listen to your feelings, and you will find that you will be led. Namaste. Okay. Laura's going to come back in. Just give me a moment here. Alrighty, so we're going to go to the first person waiting for an other side connection that I know about. We have a couple. There's Nancy also. Okay, thanks, Susie B, for getting to that, honey. Okay, and then we will get to other people waiting as well, so have no fear. Hello, Lanai.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, sweetie. Thanks for calling in today. It is, it is Mother's Day coming up. And so I have a feeling there's a mother figure waiting for you. And by the way, everybody, blessings to all of you for Mother's Day, all of you that are mothers, and all of you that are not technically mothers, like myself. I don't have any children, but I do have a couple of fur babies. In any event, and my work is very mothering. You can all call me Mama Laura from here on in. Okay, Lanai. So, so I see a woman who's a strong, actually she comes into the room with the space I'm in with a strong body, fuller figured, actually. She's got, she's carrying a little extra weight, one might say, but it doesn't look flubbery or anything. It just looks strong. It looks big. She's got a big stomach. Her arms a little on the narrower, thinner side. But it's the stomach and the bust line that kind of sit there in front of me. She's got some presence to her. She could be grandma also. I see the hair is a little bit messed up. It's got some waviness to wiriness to it, some salt amidst the darker color, and it looks like she likes to wear it off the face, but there's some tendrils like around the face that are loose, a little bit wild looking, a little bit disheveled, but I think she liked to wear her hair at least long enough to put in a little ponytail or pull back a little bit off the face. Okay, and I do feel that she's probably a grandma because she looks like she's from a senior generation. Let me see what else I can get. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm talking to the soul and spirit. I love you very much. You didn't ask for me first, I know, but I'm coming in first. Even though I know you have someone else on your mind, she's saying, and here I am. She looks, she has slender legs, and I said slender arms earlier. She's wearing a house dress with a darker background to the print, and a lighter, like white on navy or white, something like that, like little stars or little flowers on this printed dress. She's very clean around the home, pain in the neck, actually, she says, and she didn't like anybody putting dirt in the house, people underfoot. Feels like there's a male under her in life. In other words, she gave birth to a son, which means if it's your mom's mom, or if it's your father's mom. Mother.
My dad's mom.
Okay. She's here to say hello first, and I feel that you're wanting someone else. Well, I'm not. She's saying it, actually. I had no idea. They talk. They have a mind of their own. They talk and talk and talk. She says, yes, I was a little demanding around the house. She says, I know, I didn't like dirt. She uses the word schmutz or schmutz, or I don't know what the word is. She says, I don't like all that dirt, whatever. And she was a little fussy like that. She says, but, she says, in the end, everybody liked to have a clean house now, didn't they, huh? There's something about, I don't think she smoked, Okay, but I don't think she likes smoking in the house either, because it's part of that whole thing of
Right.
keeping things clean. She says, no, smoking is a dirty habit. She says, you're very much like me. You're very clean and family oriented. You like to keep the house nice, structured. It feels like there's a male under you, as if you have a child, a son. Do you have a son, please?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yep. Okay, I think you have more than one child, though. I'm hearing two. Yes?
I have 3, 2 girls and a boy.
2 girls, then. Okay, and a boy. Okay, so this is the son. You have to, she's saying you have to let them get out more. They're a little frustrated right now. It's been a long, cold, hard winter. We're 609. Oh, that's New Jersey. She says, you had a rough time with them this winter, she says, because they were underfoot a lot. It was a rough, cold winter. But also one of them's kind of sedentary. I think it's the boy. I don't know what the girls are. She's focusing on the boy right now for some reason. I don't quite know why, but he needs to get a little more exercise. What I see is, I see a boy who's he's pre-adolescent. He's not, he may be 11 or 9, 10 or something, or 12, but he's not in full-blown adolescence yet. Is that your age, the age of your son?
No, they're all grown.
They're all grown? Is there a grandchild like that?
I have 4 grandchildren.
Are any
2 on the way?
Oh, wow, prolific family. Do you have a boy grandson like that?
I have one, but I haven't seen him in about a year or so.
Oh, okay. There may be some reason, but I want you to know that she shows. How old is he? Do you know?
8.
8. Okay, that's the one. Okay, I think he's very frustrated. This kid. Okay. She points him out to me as he's lonely. He doesn't have enough friends around him. He's not getting out of the house a lot, and he's also being neglected a bit. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So she's coming in. Now, they usually do this, they come in because it matters. They always want to show you that they continue, but they also come in because there could be something that needs to be adjusted on Earth, and it has to do usually with progress of family members. And this kid is alone a lot. He's a little bit on the neglected side and needs to get out more. And she's saying if there's anything you can do, and I know you can't because you said you haven't been able to see him for a year, but anything to encourage better care of him because he's not being cared for properly. And she says, it would break your heart if you were closer to him. It would break your heart.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the last time it broke my heart.
Oh.
Because he just wasn't himself. He was, when I was around him, he was very vibrant and outgoing. And then the last time I saw him, he was very closed down and shut, very shy.
Yeah. It feels like there's something going on in the home that he's in, that he's having to tolerate discord, arguing, things like that. Right? And that he's being, and he's being overlooked because the parents don't get along very much, is what she's showing me, and it's making him. It's not good for him. It's not healthy for him. So Grandma comes in to tell you about that. There's a male around him that's tall and very big guy. It looks like the father, I guess. I don't really know who that is. And then there is a woman as well, but there's a lot of discord there. That will be cleared up over time, she says, but not right away. So anything that you can do to kind of, come in on that would be very nice, she says, for them and for his sake. You're a lovely person, Lanai, she says, and she loves you so much, and she wants to thank you for allowing her to speak today through Laura, me. She says, thank you for being patient with me. Really, Grandma? Why are you saying that, sweetheart? Because there's somebody else here that she wants you to talk, that you want to talk to, and she's trying to bring in. So I'm assuming, I don't know who that is. Let's see who is there. I'll give it a quick look-see. Who wants to come through? Mother. Okay, I hear the word mother. Now, you seem kind of young. Oh, no, you said your children are fully grown. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Who's this female that presents as your mother? Hold on. She's here with me. Your mom is safe. Now, your mom is in spirit, Lanai? Honey, is your mom in
No.
spirit? Okay. Who is it that you want to speak with? Is it your father then?
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what we can get with that. No. Here he is. He's here, she says. Grandma says he's here. Okay. Now, is he the tall guy that I saw a moment ago? Was he very tall, your boyfriend? Big build?
About 5'9".
Okay, now
Yeah,
then that's what the I guess your grandson or your nephew, whoever that is, the little boy. Okay, so let me just go now to see if I can pull him in. Lanai's boyfriend, you want to come in, sweetheart? There's a sense of violence around his passing. Do you understand violence, please, for his passing?
No.
Okay, I'm going to give it 2-3 more tries, and if I don't have anything right away, I'm going to have to let you go. You can call in another time. Okay. But let me just say it a different way. I get a feeling of something happening that's like, it reminds me of bang bang. Okay, just bang bang, and that could mean a lot of different things. So whatever it is, it's sudden. Okay, your boyfriend passed suddenly, please. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, bang bang. It also feels like it was around the heart area, something in that area. Do you understand that, please, for a boyfriend? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
He says he was closed out of the room for a while. I don't know what he means by that. He was closed out of the room for a while, but finally they let him in, and then it happened. I don't know what he means by closed out of the room for a while and then they let him in. I don't know if you know what that means, but I'm gonna let him develop a little more, honey. Let's see what else we can get. Okay. They didn't let me in the room. What do you mean they didn't let you in? I was trying to get into a room in my house, and there was something in there that I needed to get my hands on. And it was a sudden passing when I finally did get through into the room. Now you said it was not violent, right, honey?
Right.
Okay.
No, he had heart failure.
Heart failure. Okay. I don't know what he means by the room. It could have meant that if he was, I think maybe what he means is that he was trying to, that they didn't give him medical care fast enough. In other words, he's not in the room, like he's waiting on the outside of the room in emergency or something, not let in to get the care. But that's one of the things he's saying. Let me just see here. I didn't get into the room fast enough. Okay. What else?
I want to say when we got to the hospital, they had him still in the ambulance, and they told me to go in, and he didn't come in for a few minutes.
So he's saying it was delayed also, and I think he means to get treatment. And I think that that's why it happened. Okay, that if he would have gotten treatment sooner, if he wouldn't have been delayed, that they could have probably revived him. They might have been trying to do that thing where they put the electricity on the heart, that reviving thing. That's the bang bang. In the chest area, okay? But they tried and tried, but I was not allowed into the emergency room fast enough, into the room where they could have. And he says something, he's using the word defibrillate the heart fast enough. So if they didn't get him in, they may not have been able to do it in the ambulance. It may have been underserved. It might not have had everything it needed in it, but he's saying he didn't get what he needed fast enough. Okay. All right. He says that's one of the reasons. He says I was out of my body. He says I was holding your hand or trying to let you know that I was there. He says you didn't see me, of course. You were worried. You were worried sick. Then finally they came out and said they could not revive me. He says I'm always around. Right. I'm always around you. I'm always with you. Yes, it's a tragedy the way I passed. I really was too young to go at this time. He says, but I am happy where I am, and I do see the sense of all this now, even though you may not understand, Lanai, why these things happen. There seems to be a son that he's left behind on Earth besides your son. It seems like he has his own son, yes?
Yes.
Okay. He says they all look for me all the time, trying to get messages from me around the house. They're looking. They're trying to find out if he's leaving any messages for them. That's kind of funny. He's saying that. And you are too. You're trying to find messages from me. He says, no. He says, I haven't been leaving any messages around that. And he laughs a little sheepishly, actually. He says, but I will if you want me to. Then he laughs a little bit. He says, okay, now he says something kind of interesting. Okay, so this is something to look for. He says that he is going to give you a yellow rose on Mother's Day.
Okay.
Okay, now this could mean that one of your children sends you a yellow rose. It could mean that you hear the word yellow rose, you see yellow roses, but whatever. Keep your eyes open for yellow rose. It doesn't have to literally be a rose. It doesn't have to literally be given by him because he's passed on, but you're going to be seeing a yellow rose arrive to you on Mother's Day, and that will be a sign from him.
Okay.
Okay, sweetie? All right.
Yes.
All right. He says, I'm okay. He says, take care of your home more. He says, you're letting things go in the house. I don't know why he's saying you are.
He's right.
Okay. He says, don't let the house go. He says, take care of things. I know you're tired and exhausted a lot after work or whatever it is you have to take care of. He says, but take care of the house. He says, I was on that project with you. Don't give it up.
Okay.
Okay, sweetie?
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot, honey, for calling in. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, so there's one other side connection, and then we're going to go to other people waiting here. Well, there's a lot of other side connections. If you want other side connections, better to call in early. I will try to get to you, but after I'm done with Nancy, I'm going to go to some life readings as well. Hey, Nancy, how are you today, darling?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing great, honey. Thank you. Let's move forward here. Hold on. This is for Nancy. Now there feels to be a male to you in spirit that is not older. He's more in a lateral energy to you. Is that who you're wanting to speak with, honey? Somebody who's more closer in age to you?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, maybe I'm still holding the energy of the last caller. Hold on. Nancy. Okay. I do see in your aura, I'm looking in your aura, that I do see the strongest feeling I get is in the mother area. And that could be mother figure, could be grandma, it could be your mom, but that's the only area I'm seeing in the aura that's showing me any activity right now or stepping forward. So I'm just going to develop that for a moment, honey. I don't know if it's who you want. But I'm going to just see where that goes. For some reason or other, there's a lot of violet around that and flowers. Violet flowers. And I hear the words, I'm here, honey. I'm here, honey, for you. And she says, I love you very much. Okay, now, mother figure, I need you to please give me more information about who you are. So now what I see is the hair. She's very pretty. She's well cared for, well kempt. Her hair is neat. It's on the shorter side, but it's a longer shortcut and coiffed nicely. It's more in the white to subtle gray category, if you will. But she looks very well taken care of. I'll just put it to you that way. Her skin is pretty good for her age. She's very alert. She says even to the end she was very alert. She shows me herself wearing glasses, which can also be significant and symbolic versus literal, but she's wearing glasses to show that she liked to read. She was somewhat educated, very smart person. And she's a very snappy wit and very snappy intellect. She's also showing me her body is slender, her hands are beautiful. So she's well taken care of. Let me just see if there's anything else that goes with this. I was alert most of the time, even during my healing process. She says, but unfortunately, it did not lead to final healing. So she's being treated for an illness as she approaches final days. I do see there's a problem in one of her hips as well, and that might have also been an issue for her health-wise. Now, from what I'm saying so far, honey, does this make sense to you for anyone you would know?
Yeah, it sounds like my aunt, my great aunt. Actually, my whole family has passed away, so it could be any of them, but it sounds like my great aunt. I was really close to her.
Okay. There's also a sense of her having a male under her. Did your great aunt give birth to a son, please?
No.
Okay. Is there a male down the family line there, please? Like
probably her brother.
Her brother. Okay. Was he younger than her? Because I just feel that it's just a general thing for purposes of evidence.
It could be. I'm not really sure.
Okay, not a problem, sweetheart. There's something about the color violet that goes with her. And I'm trying to figure out what she means. What was that, love?
She grew violet. She grew violets. That's why I was kind of thinking it was her.
Oh, okay, because she's going back to the violets again. I see these beautiful flowers. She says, yeah, violets were my favorite. Violets are your favorite, but violets mean more than just that. She says they have something to do with my health and the way I felt about things for many years. Okay, she's going somewhere I don't know where. Let me let her go. Let me let her develop this. What do you mean, Grand Aunt? I love the violet flowers because violet is a color of sensitivity, inner knowing, and being alert, aware about things, knowing things. You're like me. We're sensitives. So there's something about the violet that has to do with being psychic.
Right.
Okay, so she's saying you're psychic, and she's saying she was psychic, but not like a gypsy fortune teller, but just you both are very intuitive individuals. Now, can you confirm that you're highly intuitive, and so was she, and that might have been one of the reasons you were close with her?
Sensitivity, I can see. I'm kind of developing my psychic skills.
Okay, all right, good. So then you are a psychic person. You wouldn't be interested in that if you weren't. She says you're going to like it very much. It's the gift that you have from the family. We carry it down the lines. We carry it down the lines. She says, I'm not the only one that was intuitive in the family. Your mother is quite like me as well, and there are other family members as well. She says, you're going to get involved in a lot of creative activities in the near future by using your gifts. And everything that you're thinking of is really going to be there for you. She also shows me something about shamanism or something to do with native kind of intuitive arts that goes along with this, as if you're interested in that as well. Now, if you haven't started yet, maybe you will be. Have you started dabbling in shamanism at all, Nancy?
Not yet. I'm kind of fascinated by it, but not yet.
Okay, because she's showing me a picture of you rattling your rattle and drumming your drums. So you're probably going to do something like that. Yeah, not a big deal. You know, there's drumming circles and that kind of thing, but that's going to be very important to you. Let me just see why she's saying that. There's something beyond that. Why are you saying that, Grandaunt? You're going to love it very much. Shamanism is going to be more your thing than anything else. It's going to be like the shoe that fits you. So she says she's just alerting you to that. And there's no way for you to validate that, but you're fascinated right now, so that's good. She says you're going to like that very much. I'm trying to give you direction, she says, because you're not quite sure where to go with all of this. As she does that, I also feel something in my chest area, and I'm out of breath. So she might have had lung problems. Do you understand lung problems, this Grandaunt, please?
I'm not sure because I wasn't around her during her later years.
Okay. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're being a very good sport then in allowing her to come in. Thank you, Nancy.
Oh, I left her do that.
Yeah. There's something in her lungs, and particularly in the right lung, and if it's like a tumor. So there's something going on with her lungs. You might want to use that for something to validate afterwards if you can research that. Is there anything else you want to say, lovely Grand Aunt? No, just that I care for you very much. I love you very much. Thank you for taking care of me in my home. You didn't have to do that, you know. Now, you said you didn't see her towards the end. I don't know what she means by that. Let me just see something here. Why are you saying that, please? You came to visit me a lot. You came to visit me a lot. I was alone a lot, and I appreciate the fact that you used to come to me. So did she have family? I mean, did she have children of her own and everything?
No, she didn't have any children, no.
Okay, so I think what she's referring to is that you were visiting her, or that you would pay attention to her. You became close with her. You gave her this sense of family, that she was alone a lot. You know, she's not with children. So she's thanking you for that, for being close with her.
Okay.
Say, and it's coming out a little backwards, I know, but that's what she's trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to let you go, Nancy. Thank you so much for calling in today.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to some life questions. I don't know what's gotten into me today. I feel like I had I don't know, rocket fuel for breakfast. I didn't. I'm going to go to Rose, who's waiting for. Actually, I need to go to Joan. Is she still there? Let me see if Joan's still there. Yeah, there she is. Joan, you popped. Joan, you don't realize this, sweetheart, but you fell to the bottom of the queue. And everybody,
Oh,
I know. What happens is, I think if you listen when you dial in, you might hear a menu of choices, and there's a number you press that says you want to be in the message queue. If you don't do that, then you just go to the bottom of the queue that you're just listening. So there's choices. Somebody told me this once. I haven't tried it myself, but I think inadvertently.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I think inadvertently you didn't know. But anyway, here I am. So you have a life question, right, love?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go
I'd
ahead.
like to know if you see me getting a job soon.
Well, right now, no. Okay, because there's something you have to do that you're not doing. And I feel there's a lot of negativity around you. Maybe it's your attitude. I don't know. I'm going to find out a little bit more about what you need to do to open this up for yourself. First of all, I feel a lot of anxiety. If you don't get one soon, you're very nervous about that. Hold on. It's for Joan. Hold on, honey. You need to open up doors that you're not opening up. That's what you have to do. You need to find the most likely place to be hired. What I see, for some reason, Joan, is these senior centers, because you're in Florida, 561, but I see it like a senior center, and that you might be trying to get work or employment there, and if you're not, then you need to try to, because that would be your most likely place to get employment. Have you been trying to get employment in, say, like a senior center, like something like that, a community center?
A senior home.
Okay.
Senior living home.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what it is. Okay. But they're saying that you're not doing enough to get the job. So I'm going to find out what the missing link is to get you on the right foot for that. There's a lot of there's a lot of competition in that area. You will be able to get the job you want, but you do have to be a little more assertive and aggressive about it. You also need to find the thing about you that makes you special and unique to your competition, and I'm going to find out what that is, because you need to highlight that more as you pursue the opportunities. Let me see what it is. So what is it, Spirit, for her? This is Joan. Okay, the main thing is it feels like you can relate well. You're not that young. You're not so young as to not be able to relate yet well to seniors, and on the other hand, you're not so old as to make you lack energy. So it's your age, but I don't mean literally. It's just something about you that you're very personable, and you can relate well to senior people, and you're somebody that they're going to like. And maybe almost like a daughter of some of the people that are there, you see. Versus your competition, people are competing with you, they don't relate to as the people that are in the senior centers don't relate to as well. They're either just in a different age group or a different background. So your big thing is cultural affinity. Okay? All right. So highlight that. All right? And that will help you stand out from the others. In a diplomatic way, of course. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you know how soon it will be before I actually get something?
As soon as you'd like. If you start doing what I'm saying, it could be right around the corner for you. Okay, so don't hesitate now. Be a little bit more assertive in going after the jobs, and pump up the thing about you that makes you different from your competition going after the same jobs. And that is that you're more in the let's say that you're I don't know, what are you, an LPN or something, or are you a nurse, or are you
no, a receptionist.
Receptionist. Okay, so that's probably why Spirit is showing me that your cultural background and your age is perfect for that job where you're meeting the public. because the people that come in there are going, and maybe not even the senior citizens, maybe the children of the senior citizens are going to be around like you, and they're going to relate to you. So it makes you special for the job. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome, honey.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go up to Rose, who's been waiting very, very patiently. Hello, Rose. How are you today, darling?
Hi, thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure. Now, let me just say something. Just give me your question, not a lot of background, okay, honey? Because some people tend to tell me everything about themselves, and then I'm influenced. I just want to give you a pure answer without being influenced. Go ahead.
All right, hon. I'm single. What do you see coming for me if you see in the romance department?
Oh, okay. There's a okay. There's a, here we go again. There's a lot of things that need to shift in your thinking and the way you look at yourself that will help you attract in the man that you desire and deserve. And one of the things, there's like remnants of the past that sit within you which stop you, or they're there, you don't realize they're subconsciously there and they're preventing you. One of the things I get, Rose, is that wherever you've been has left a bad taste in your mouth. There seems to be a person from the past who did not have your best interests in mind. I don't want to go so far as to say abusive, but maybe just kind of on the selfish side. Can you relate to that, please?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what Spirit's saying this for a reason, because they want you to start collecting examples of people you see, men you see in particular, who are devoted, who are putting their woman first, so that you can build up your belief system about that. As soon as you fill that belief system with a true feeling that this can happen, that this exists, that's when the man's coming in. So it has a lot to do with your belief system for yourself. Right now, it's like, well, you know, I mean, you don't realize these things are going on in your mind. You don't realize they're in your subconscious. But this is what I'm being told to tell you is build up your belief system that there are nice men out there who are available for you, who are going to treat you like gold and put you first. And look for other people that are in relationships like that, or just men in general. And then I do see a man right around the bend. I actually see somebody like in mid-June, and he's, oh geez, sometimes when I see what I say, people say, well, I already know that person. But what I see is a man who's about average height and build, very enterprising. He seems to be a skilled laborer. That could be, well, that could be a myriad of things. Could be like an electrician, or it could be somebody who, it looks like he's somebody who has skills in the area of construction, but highly skilled. So it would be like electrician, something like that. And he's very energetic, and you're going to meet him, it seems like through work or something related to work. Either he's on a project that you're going to be around, or that you're just going to run into him somehow. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Rose. And I want you to just keep feeding yourself with examples of great guys so that you clear that energy that is influencing you and keeping people, you know, it's not allowing you to attract in the right person for yourself. Okay?
All right, great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I am going to go to Charlene because she did call in early. Hey, Charlene.
Hello.
Hi, honey. Now,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. So just give me your question, sweetheart. Not a lot of background, all right?
Okay. Yes, I would like to also ask, when do you see me meeting someone, as far as, love and marriage?
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to your energy, Charlene. You will very soon. Again, I see June. Oh, June's a nice month for you. June is a month that seems to have this special kind of energy for you. Like it's romantic. It's a romantic place for you. Just keep getting out, going out with friends, getting to meet people. I'm going to just double check something else because I don't know what it is about this love question, but sometimes there's things from the past that are there that you're not aware of that I need to tell you about. So let me just see something. No, I don't feel that you have any kind of residue from the past. You seem to be completely emotionally clear. I also feel that whoever was once in your life, you and he sort of ended on good terms. It just was not a good fit for the both of you. So I don't feel any emotional loss or damage there. Is that correct, please, Charlene?
Sort of, yeah, sort of.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I don't feel like you're carrying around any kind of negativity. So there will be somebody coming in soon. He doesn't feel like he's far away. He actually feels like he even lives near you, literally. And it looks like the early part of June, first 2 weeks. Now, for some reason, they show me him having a son. Now, do you work with children?
That's the field I'm in. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, because you may meet him through the field you're in, because it looks like he has a child and it is going to bring the two of you together. This child, the child is going to somehow make you cross paths with this man.
Okay.
Okay, so always look good when you go into work. Okay, extra lip gloss or whatever. All right, sweetie?
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Carrie, who's waiting for another side connection. Hi, Carrie. How are you today?
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Oh, yeah, thanks for calling in, sweetheart. Let me see who I can feel around you. Again, I get this feeling of a younger male to you. Okay. It could be a brother, sibling, could be a friend, someone like that. I'm not feeling, I could, if I wanted to, probably bring in parental figures like mother figure, father figure, because they're always there. But right now, the strongest feeling I get is that you have a brother. I don't know. It could mean, the reason I feel this, it could mean you have one on Earth who's still alive. But I get this sense of a male to you. Okay, I do hear in spirit. Now, do you understand? So it's not on Earth, this male. He's in spirit. He's a friend or brother figure. Do you understand that, please, for somebody that you're looking to?
I do have a friend who passed. The anniversary of his death would be this month, 2 years ago. But I'm an only child, so it would have to be.
It's their friend.
It would be him.
Okay. Well, he's the closest energy to you wanting to come through right now. And there's a lot of remorse about his passing and also a lot of mystery or misunderstanding. And people don't really understand what happened when he transitioned or why this happened. There's something that he wants to set right today through me for you so you can understand more what went on. Now, can you please confirm that there's something missing that you don't understand?
Yes. I mean,
I
don't know what happened, but it's, the surrounding it was sort of, a question as to, well, why, why would you make that decision?
Oh, okay. Because a lot of mystery around it. He keeps saying a lot of mystery around it. Now, I'm going to ask you from here on in not to give me too much info, okay? When I ask you, I'm going to be very careful and say, just tell me yes or no, because you've been very...
Are you sure it's a male, though, right?
Well, I'm going to give you information, and then as we go through, we're going to make it crystal clear. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, but I just don't want you to reveal too much because it has to come from spirit. The information has to come from spirit. Okay. So let's continue. Okay. So this is male area. Okay. There's something about the lung area and choking in the lungs. There's something, a mystery around his death. No one really fully understands what went wrong. Now, you've already tipped me off to something. So I need to say that for the purpose of disclosure and being ethical. You didn't realize it, but when you said, we know how he died, but we didn't understand why. Okay, that gives me a sense of something. I'm going to go to him and see what he wants to say. Hold on. Somebody was there with me. I wasn't alone during my passing, but they were unable to help me. Okay, because I just asked him, was he responsible for his own passing? Okay, and because of what you said, it left that in my mind. And instead he's showing me that he was not alone, but the other person couldn't help him. Now, from what I just said, does that make sense to you? Just yes or no, please. That there was somebody there with him, but that person couldn't help him.
Yes.
Okay. And he also gives me, and sometimes they can warp things here, but I see it's something like as if he's on a boat and he fell over, like a little rowboat or something. But it could be symbolic that whatever it was, something happened to him, the other person couldn't help him. I also see something about choking and in the lungs. Do you understand from what I just said? Just yes or no. Does this make sense to you literally? And then I'm going to switch to another way of looking at it. Boat, choking, lungs. Do you understand that, please?
The boat, I understand. I'm not sure about the choking of the lungs because I don't have that many details surrounding that.
Okay, so you do understand the boat. So what he's doing is showing me as if he almost fell overboard and the other person couldn't save him. Okay, I don't know if that's literally what happened. It certainly seems like yeah. Do you know that that's not literally? You just know he was on a boat. Okay. But there was something that happened that the other person couldn't save him. So he wants to say that. Let me see if there's anything else. Was there any malintent, sir? I'm asking him, your friend. No, there was no malintent. It was just a misunderstanding or an accident. No one could help me when it happened. Okay. So now I see it looks like something happened to him while he's on the boat. And I don't see him falling over because you said he didn't fall over. You know he didn't fall over. But it looks like he needed medical care and there wasn't any able to get to him. So I'll just put it to you that way. It looked like as if something happened. Either he slipped and fell and hurt himself, or there was some kind of choking on something he was eating, or there was an allergic reaction to something. All these things are being channeled through me. I don't have a firm fix on it. But he says he was not. So you have to figure it out now, sir. You have to tell us what it was. Okay? You have to give me an exact thing. It's the mystery you came in to talk about, to fill us in on, okay? So I want you to tell us what it was. I'm asking him. Okay, you want to tell me what it was, love? I fell. So what he's saying is it's an accident. He fell. Okay? Do you understand? Does that make sense to you from what you know?
That actually makes sense regarding my father.
Okay. Well, all right. And but the boat, he's showing me that he slipped and fell on the boat and hit his head.
We had a boat. There was a boat like in our yard. I don't think it wasn't in the water, but he's a property manager. And when my father passed, I mean, there was a lot of mystery surrounding his passing. It wasn't in the boat, but I know he was doing things around our yard. So I don't know if maybe he fell and it contributed to later on that happened.
All right. So maybe I have two people here then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's the anniversary of his passing yesterday. So.
The friend or your father?
My father. It hasn't been a year yet, but yesterday would have been 10 months. So.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. All right. So what I see is he's saying I fell and hit my head. This is I guess it's your father. I see a boat and I see him slipping and falling. So maybe he was checking something on the property and fell and hit his head, and there was no one around to help him. Now, let me just see. I want to bring him in clearer. Okay. Usually I can see them and everything else, but I had two souls here, one and the other. Okay. Okay. Hold on. It's probably your father who's wanting to come through more than a friend. So I don't see him terribly old in this vision. They could show it any time in their life, but of course, you sound kind of young. He doesn't look that old. He looks like he has brown hair in its original color. He's giving me a visual of himself. There's a wave or a bit of texture to the hair.
Yeah, and a full head of hair.
Yeah, he doesn't have any. I was going to say he doesn't have any thinning. It's nice and thick. It's on the shorter side, but not crew cut, long enough for me to see the texture of it. He's very intelligent. He's got a little bit of a browner skin, maybe from exposure to sun or something, but it's a little tan going on. Straight, nice nose, good-looking man actually, and very kind-hearted. And at the passing, as you've already revealed to us, and thank you so much for helping me out, which you're not supposed to do. That's okay though.
I know.
I know it's so tempting, right? But he says it was such a sudden passing that and being that he's had such a sweet presence to him. It was a very difficult thing for you to get over, and others around the home, around the family, everything. He says your mother is all right now. It looks like she's moved on. And there's something about seashells and sea stars. I don't know what he means by that. Let me see that. Oh, okay. So there's a nautical theme to the home that maybe the boat was at or that your home has now, but something that's nautical theme to the living surroundings.
That close to the water too.
Okay, all right. He says that's the family home that we lived in for many years. He says I love that home. He says that I love that home so much. Now I don't know what you told me something else before. I'm not going to try to connect it because I can't. But he's just saying he loved that home. It was it was his favorite place to be. He says sometimes he goes there near the mooring or the landing. I think the landing for boats or something. He goes there and he looks out at night to see the seagulls and to be there in nature. He thinks of you. He's just waxing poetic right now. I'm not allowing him to do so. Okay, honey. I'm going to relate it. I'm going to relate it to you in a moment. He says you can feel me if you'd like, or you can see me or know me more by going to the sea, particularly where that house is. He says, and standing by the edge there where the boat would have been. He says, from there you can sense me more than any other place. That's my favorite place. He says, the ocean and the sea has always been my favorite place. It's my home. He says, you're very much like me and that you love the sea and the ocean. He says, thank you so much for letting me out to sea at the end. And I'm assuming he means, please forgive me if I'm wrong, but I am assuming he's giving me the sense of being that perhaps he was cremated and his ashes were let to sea. Do you understand, please?
I understand that with my friend, not the father. My father wasn't cremated, but my friend who passed, his father is actually a fisherman, so that's why I resonate with the boats as well. And he was released in different areas.
Oh, interesting. So, souls.
It's crisscrossing a little bit here.
It is crisscrossing. Okay.
Yeah.
He says, okay, now we're back to the friend. You're like my very best friend. He says, you'll be able to sense me by the sea. So he's the one that you'll be able to sense by the sea. If you ever want to feel his energy, just think of him when he's near the ocean. When you're near the ocean, he says, and wants to thank you or whoever it was that put his ashes to sea. Now, and there's something that happened to him that I think has to do with water towards the end and a boat. And you say, no, this is your friend I'm talking about. You say no, though. Because that was what I was getting earlier.
He was found in a home, so I'm not sure if leading up to his passing he was on a boat or whatnot. But I mean,
okay,
like I said,
all right.
His father's a fisherman; he's always offshore, so I don't know if maybe he's just trying to make a connection with that.
Okay, all right, all right. Let me just see now, Dad. You want to come in a little bit more clearly, sweetheart? Okay. Now, with your father, there is a sense of him having a heart attack. Remember I told you he hit his head? But I see a heart attack. Okay, so now because he had a composite, maybe the other guy slipped and fell and hit his head. Okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm trying really hard to just pull them apart. So Dad, he shows me his chest. Yeah, he shows me his chest and a heart attack. He says I was not at home alone, but there was no time for this to be peeled or treated properly. It was too late.
My dog was the only one there.
Yeah.
My dog was there with him.
Oh, he says it was too late. Yeah. He says there's nothing.
90 seconds.
There was nothing that could be done about it. He says he thanks you for looking out for him. I don't know what he means by that. Dad, come here. Looking over looking out for me, or looking over me, over my affairs. Oh, okay. Looking over my affairs for the funeral and all of that. He says you took really good care of the whole thing. You were the best family member for that. Mom was incoherent or not able to really help much, I guess, from grief.
60 seconds.
And you were able, you were able to take over and do everything the right way. He says, I appreciate that very much, my love. Thank you so much. Blessings to you, and know that I'm always around you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to have to end the show now. I want to thank everybody for calling in, and I look forward to working with you on Monday at 7 p.m. If you would like a personal private session, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and number 1 on that page allows you to book your own session. Thank you so much, everyone, for calling in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using blog